Hello. It's time again for Ephemeral Tale, and once again, on the day that I am scheduled to play this game, I just feel really sleepy. Obviously, nothing wrong with the game that's causing that, because it's happening before I even launch it. But oh boy, am I going to be yawning today, and now that I have mentioned Ephemeral, yeah, that's going to happen a lot. And hopefully it doesn't do that graphical glitch where it just starts flashing. If the lighting gets weird, I'll know it's probably gonna happen soon. And also, it does not like being recorded, so I have to use screen capture. Okay, I was like, start game. That's right, this does work with my gamepad. Yep. So I was at the second set of levels, and I did the Royal Rose Garden because this is active. Right. All right, let's move on to the next one. The Bayou blog. Yeah, magic continues to be the way to go. So I feel like the main inspiration of this game, Jesus Christ, at least in the terms of the battles, is what is it called? Final Fantasy Legend? Final Fantasy that's SNES Mystic Quest, that's it. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. With the two-person party and the sort of easier difficulty and more cartoonish designs. And the general aesthetic. That's sort of what it feels like to me. I mean, I never played it myself, so I'm not like... Oh, Jesus. So I'm not too sure, but that's kind of what it feels like. Feline statue appears distraught with its paw sadly reaching upwards as if begging for something. It's an empty space that looks like it could fit a statue of some sort. Maybe there's one around somewhere. That's just a Minaki Neko, it just does that. Get dunked on. Oh, I got dunked on. Oh, come on. Third time's the charm. It's great how I just do not have to worry about mana at all because I have so much regen. Can I step in this? No, it is just a hard barrier. I was wondering, like, if you could step in the swamp, but it hurt you, or something like that. Let me out. I need that gamer fuel. Enemies are still fundamentally very simple. Like, oh boy, that one had an attack that poisons both guys. That's about the height of what enemies do in this game. Most of them just sort of punch you. Also, the encounter rate here seems really high. Oh yeah, I should check on my gear in case some of it's nearly broken. At 30, I'm doing good. Gimme. Boom. Yeah, I don't know about that. There we go. Suppose I'll drop some heals, since it's basically free. Not that I'm hurting on potions. Got him. Spy dares. I spy dare you. That's the end of the joke. At least running's really fast when it's successful. That does help. Like, he gets you out of there in a hurry. Boo. Alright, well, this is looking like progress. Oh, there's the statue. It's good. Alright, let's be nice and fight these guys. It feels a lot like Siegfried is supposed to have equipment and just doesn't, and that's why he's so much weaker. But on the other hand, I think the reason is just that magic is so strong. That's why the protagonist is doing so much better. It's because I'm using the broken things. Golden statue of a kitten looks quite sad. Take it with you? Yeah. Alright, back to the big one. I feel plenty strong. Like, I don't need to level up really anymore, so running from battle shouldn't be an issue. If I run into a boss that I'm having trouble with, I'll consider grinding. Let's take a look at equipment. Really, I only care about magic. Yeah, this has that 20% more magic attack. So nothing's going to be better. And this has that passive that increases magic attack, so that's not going to be better. And this has magic attack. This one is... I mean, it's higher level. But it's not necessarily any better. It's got lower luck, more MP, more agility attack, one less magic defense. Less luck. Yeah, none of this stuff's really any better. Even though it's a lot higher level. Oops. I thought this was the dead end, but now it's... Yeah, just keep to the lower left and it'll be fine. Music here's pretty good. As long as the... the random battles don't take over. Place the kitty. It made a little cry. Boss fight or just more level? Just more level, it seems. Let's just keep going up. Up feels more advanced the plotty, you know? And it's not like there's anything I really need. I'll take more healing items and such, but... until I reach a much higher level, I really don't care about new gear. Was this area just for that chest, huh? Well, alright then. Oh, another kitty. Yeah, it seems like that is the general dungeon design, huh? Look for a thing to open a door, and past that there's going to be another thing to find to open the next door, and then a boss. Oh, well, if you're going to give me a rare enemy, I guess I'll fight that. Boo. Nice that poison clears itself after you finish or even just run from a battle. Just something that helps expedite things, you know? Sure, let's fight these. I take it back. I don't wanna. Let's fight these. You missed. I'm leaving. Beat 'em up, Siegfried. Since I can one-shot the flowers, I'll fight battles that have them. All of these misses. Okay, is the silver cat over here? The shrine of the silver kitten. You know that show was rigged. The reason why it felt so arbitrary when the temple guards came out and caught the kids is because it totally was. They couldn't afford to give prizes out every time, because they just didn't have the budget for it. And so, some episodes they just decided ahead of time that the kids were gonna lose the last challenge, actually. And they were gonna get, you know, the consolation prize, which was much more sustainable. And the way to do that without making it look too unfair is to have them be, you know, caught by the temple guards, which are, you know, they're a part of the game, but they're definitely not fair. There's nothing the kids can do about them. No kitties over here. Oh. There it is. Gimme. I like how the screen fades to black, so it's like, don't look at us despawning it. What's it gonna look? Okay. Back to the big one. To the left, to the left. Hey, no misses. It's simple, clean, the way I want it tonight. Boo. Let me out. Alright, is it time to look for bronze kitty cat, or is it time for a boss? Oh, here we go. Smack it. Oh, you look like you're weak to spark. You look like a jerk. Yeah, that's good damage. Okay, yeah. Hitting it hard enough seems to cause the gas to go away. Oh, one other miss. No problem. Blessed is reacting to something. Hooray! Bleh. 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 Alright, check my gear again, see if there's anything new. That does have one more hit, you know? I'll take it. But I will use a couple repair kits. And take some level ups. Didn't I already do that? I guess I have heal from something. Need more levels. I guess I'll dismiss Siegfried. Take back this guy. An index of some sort. Ah, I think these are names! I guess there appears to be a list of names. Where did you find this? In a crypt filled with gold, you say? Imagine this might be some sort of index of royal lineage, then. Where to keep track of who sits, or sat in this case, upon the throne? It's me! During my travels, I met a strange fellow in a white hood. I can't recall what their name was. He told me of a great city called Eston. The great city, however, held a dark secret at its core. You see, the ruler of Eston had fallen ill from a curse at some point. The city's best scientists were put before him, and over time were able to deliver a solution. A temporary measure that could buy him the time needed to live the rest of his days without fear of the curse. The scientists had developed a way to diminish the effects of it. While the specifics were unclear, they had found a way to impart the affliction of the curse onto something else. Their plan was simple. Impart the curse into a separate object, and then when the ruler died, they could simply move the curse back to his body. But, see, this ruler would end up having an heir. The curse was hereditary. None could have foreseen that, but the result was the same. This object had now been deigned to hold twice the amount of ill, but with no reprieve of any sort, failure was inevitable. Over time, the curse grew in strength and became twisted, changing, shifting into new things in attempts to break its bonds. Eventually, it was successful. It took many cycles of the moon, but the curse would shatter its cage, and when it did, seemingly like a crack of lightning, Eston simply vanished. I've not the faintest idea how a curse that made the afflicted ill grew into a thing that could render an entire city into naught. Quite frankly, it sounds ludicrous, but that fellow in the hood. I suspect that the curse spoken of in the tale may be what ails a dear friend of mine as well. Perhaps Eston never vanished, but instead changed somehow, and so it may merely be occluded from us instead of gone. If you'll excuse me, I'd like to collect my thoughts for a bit. I got any bones? What's up, dude? You been relaxing? Me too. Lots of sunbathing with the occasional self-lick. I don't think I have any of what he wants. A rare delicacy came across my path. Can you believe my luck? I practically won the lottery. Of course, I'd be willing to part for it for the right price, see? So what's new, buddy? Got any fat loot lately? What's with the deal with that place up north? Foreboding is all heck, ain't it? If it weren't for you being around these parts, I don't think I'd venture here too much, if truth be told. Okie dokie. I bet you could find a few shell fragments from the oasis. I guess I did not do that. Didn't I give you something? Why, you got the breadcrumbs! Now I bet you I can get my sweet Ronaldo to return home to me. Just you watch, it's all in the technique. That's right, he wanted breadcrumbs. You watch him under his Florence, still in his smithy apron, pounces between his front and back foot. Cooing at the air, he raises the crumbs to the sky. After an uncomfortably long time, Florence stops posing with the breadcrumbs. But then suddenly... I'm coming over, you big dweeb! I can't even go see the sights, yeesh! Ronaldo, I thought you'd left me forever. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so much, Itching. Without you, I would still be here worrying myself sick about my dear pet Grackle. I owe you a deep debt. Ronaldo, you haven't seen my smithing hammer, have you? Now, why in the Forsaken Realms would I, a common Grackle, know where your hammer is? Have you ever considered being more responsible, bub? Now, there's no need to get snippy, Itching. Good news, bad news. On the good end of things, I'm ready to fix your stuff for you. On the bad end of things, I've lost my smithing hammer, it seems. Unfortunately, I can't do much more than give your items a good looking at without that hammer. Perhaps I dropped it in my frantic state. The years must really be catching up with me, huh, Ronaldo? Itching, perhaps it would be worth checking the areas near here for my hammer. Let's see. I think I was in some kind of oasis when I noticed Ronaldo was missing. I bet it's somewhere there. This still takes too long. And I already have, good stuff. Sure, throw it in the water. Who needs it? Oh, I'm beautiful. Well, they're pretty weak to it. Oh, they're pretty strong, though. They don't give any particularly special amount of power, though. Statue seems to be in resonance with the crystal above it. Reach out and touch it. I don't know what that means. Used to attune ley lines. You got it, boss. Oh, I got another one. And there's a clam. Enemies here certainly strong. Okay, it was just a chest. This is magic damage by 20%, lowers MP cost by 20%. Yeah, let's try it and see how the result is. It could end up actually being better despite the lower magic attack. Didn't expect this game to have, like, side quests, you know? If that's what this is, I'm not really sure. It's less damage. Alright, back to that bow then. Potentially, getting rid of the helmet would be good, because while it does give me a lot of, you know, damage, it also gets rid of my ability to crit. And it might be that the chance of critting outweighs the extra damage I get on every hit. Mimic, you're drunk, go home. I know, I'll be a clam. It'll get 'em good. Aren't you interesting? And also dead. Over this way. More treasure's nice. More treasure. These mermaids don't seem to be going for the traditional clamshell bra and instead favor a more dinner plate? Fallen dinner plate bra. clams. No, I said steamed clams. Steamed clams. That's a very talented mimic, you know. It is funny that the mimics are not getting any stronger as I'm proceeding through the game. They are the same as they were in the first area. Ooh, a scroll of power. Ooh, a piece of candy. More than power, more than experience, I need levels. Boo. Boo. Whoops. That took a while. Oh, clam. The Ascendants. Oh, a miss. And it hurts in here. This game makes my computer very unhappy. It's really wheezing. What are you doing under the hood? Everything looks fine. Maybe the armor could be an upgrade. No, probably not. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of defense, but I lose all that magic. At least now I won't get paralyzed. Ouches. That time I meant to double heal. Ooh. Another very talented mimic. New amulet of sparks, huh? There's less magic attack, but better everything else, so sure. Alright, I'm gonna start running now. This is where having an ally would really help. Yeah, join me. Alright, get right back to it. Oh, who are you? Howdy there. How are you finding yourself in these fine times? I do love to hear that. What's your name, fella? Etching, you say? Well, that's a fine name if I ever heard one. My name's Bradley. Well, my pals call me Jesse. And you, me, pals all day. Yes, sir. No doubt about it. We're like two peas in a pod, us. And you know what pals do for one another? Favors. Ooh, hee hee. You really are a smart cookie, Etching. You know, everyone I ask that question to gives me a strange look. Maybe it's on account of my infliction. Perhaps. Anyway, you see what I'm what they call a man of class. This coat, expensive. This hat, don't ask. Even pricier. But looking this good, it comes with a cost. I can't swim. Don't laugh at me, Itching. These clothes are just so dang heavy. I'm serious. It's not like I can just swim naked either. You really think if I leave these great clothes around, they wouldn't be stolen? Here's my conundrum, best pal Itching. You see, grandmother had an excellent recipe for my favorite cookies, chocolate chip. I kind of lost it while fishing recently. See, I was in my boat, minding my own business, and then bam, suddenly this mermaid or something shakes the whole boat. I panicked and threw the recipe at it out of fear. You gotta help me, Itching. Craving those cookies something fierce. Without that recipe, how will I ever sate this desire? I owe you big. I'll even give you my hat if you want. Well, I guess that is the ultimate goal of the water level, is finding cookie recipes. There might even be something else. I'm not sure where else to go down here, and I think I only have 3. Yeah, I only have 3. I mean, I found 2 to the right, so it must be down, right? Left? Correct. I don't think I looked this way. Oh, I must not have. I wouldn't have missed a clam. Looking good, Merlin, by the way. Oh, there's the last one. Alright, that was easy. Don't worry, I'll get your cookie recipe. Should be the last one. Yeah. A murky plaque. It's hard to make out, but it's still legible. Once made whole, the sunken king will have his court of bones. Look at me. Ski tons. Oh, there's more levels still. Touch it? Who wouldn't? Does this just remove the spikes? Yeah, I guess so. Door appears to be locked. Perhaps there's a key somewhere. Gimme. Didn't really expect there to be another part to this level. But this is, yeah, this is what dungeons be like. Playing FF16, it's almost easy to forget what RPG dungeons are like, you know? But like, they got puzzles, they got gimmicks, they got clams. Okay, well, there's a key. Just had to take a look-see around. Bones! There's a pile of bones resting in the center of the room. The bones are stacked somewhat neatly. It looks like the skull is missing. I wonder where it is. Oh, there's a skull right here. Well, I mean, I don't know. Do y'all see any skulls? Maybe that clam that was in the room with the spikes. Let's give that a look. I mean, it had some things. Attack hits 3 times. Continuous victories empower enemies. Ugh, lowers encounter rate. You got it. I need to use the restroom. I will be right back. Oh, sorry for that. Let's get right back to it. I suppose there's somewhere I haven't looked at the beginning of the area. I didn't take a right when I first entered, so I could look over there. Wait, that looks like a skull. No. Suppose it was a pot. It was looking weird with the waviness. Whole bunch of goobers here. Never lit candle found underwater. Okay, other one. This lower encounter rate thing certainly does work, though. It might even be remove encounters while it's on. I'd appreciate that. Nope, they're still there. I love that there's just like 10 experience in some of these pots. Yeah, let's take that skull. I got a crit because I wasn't using the magic hat anymore. Alright, that settles it. I'm not putting the magic hat back on. Back to the other side. Put that skull in the pile. Ominous aura, ominous aura. Whoa. Get out of here. Yeah, new bone shard shield, that's really good. Did I get the recipe? No? Yeah, that one's basically just better. Oh. Oh. There we go. They sure do. No abilities, but good stats. Well, you know what? Did anything in here change? Weird. Whatever, I'll just leave. That's a big pile and not my problem, I have decided. Alright, let's go back to the temple for the third dungeon. Or stay at the fire first. None of that's really that important, but I mean, it's nice. Okay, now back to the temple. No more distractions. Opens up the same way. It was this one I did, right? Yeah. That was the bayou. Oh, this ain't a graveyard. This is a rave yard. Affordable prices. That's how you know this is a fantasy game. Affordable housing. Here, Les, Matt E. What do you mean I gotta write a message? No inscription on this gravestone. How boring. Well, I gotta find something to do with it. That did not open it. Boo. Hey, Merlin, you ain't bad. It's like, well, I found the gate, but I don't know what to do for it. Finally, some rest. Les Bazniak, seriously, what the heck is a He-Man? Heals 10% on crits. Nah. That's one magic attack. You got it, boss. What does it want me to talk to around here? Told you I was sick. Told you I was the master. Hello? Can I come in, please? The number of scrolls of power I'm getting are kind of really outstripping my level ups. Well, there's a little cave. Is there anything over here? I guess not. I guess this was just a total dead end, huh? Okay. That's very strange. I'll be back. Oh, there's a cave, but it's just got some chests in it. Pretty boring ones at that. That one's like, no fair. You get to do more damage than me even when I crit and you don't. Okay. Just needed to look for some switches. Just look around broadly. The fisheye lens effect on the edges of the screen is a little disorienting. That's right, that's right. I know where I am now. There we go. The mimic was hiding. It was shy. Oh, okay. I'll put the fancy hat back on. That's what I'd like to hear. He's not a fan of that one. Attuned itself to shock. Alright. So I probably don't do that anymore. Like, what happens if I do? Oh. It dies. That's what it does. Okay. Let us return to the temple, put in the last thing, and then we'll see what we do from there. No, that's not the right way. Boo. I know I'm jinxing it, but hey, no graphical glitches so far. Hooray! Oh, I see you found your way to this place. It matters a little. You'll never stop me. I always have to give villains dumb voices. Leave now. Well, this place will become your grave. Oh, excuse me. It's a little hard to see. Can you turn the lights on? Well, aren't you? Oh, they're dorky. Ooh, a new hat. Sure, it's a little better. Just leave if the first one misses. Thank you. Alright, but I don't have the charge. This guy's supposed to be so weak. Doesn't stop me from missing. Huh? Where do I go? Ah. Huh? Going here first, I guess. It's just a way back. Boom. A lot of dungeon here. That's for sure. I'm just going in circles. No missing. Okay. Oh, there's a crystal here. You got it, boss. I didn't have any sort of charge, it just sort of worked. Okay. Can I do anything over here now? Mimic. Well, there's a door over here. Is this the right way? Yeah, I guess so. I guess for now I'll put back on the counter rate hat. Are they all gonna be mimics? I've already been in here? Did I just get Zodiac's beard or something? Not much in here. You got it, boss. Well, I mean, how do I get over there? I'm not sure I understand. Maybe it's back to the right. Doesn't seem like there was a whole lot over there. Maybe something up here I missed. Did I ever go in this one? I don't think I did, right? I mean, this doesn't look familiar, but what does in this crazy place? Wasn't even a mimic in that one. Oh, yeah, I suppose that's it. Handy that you get a warp back. I like that. I cut myself off when I was talking about FF16 earlier. In FF16, all of the dungeons are very much MMO dungeons, where it's a squiggly but linear path, and you fight mobs and mobs and mobs, and then a mini-boss, and then mobs, and then a mini-boss, and then mobs and mobs, and then a main boss. And you repeat that for all 8, 10 or so of the dungeons of the game. It's very noticeable. This game does not do that. Hey buddy, little skull friend. Oh, despite my warnings, here you stand before me. Your will truly is indomitable, isn't it? It matters little now. I'll let you witness that as I take back what was stolen from me. I bring the end of suffering, yours and mine. Witness the beginning of a new era. My return is now, and it to be, the place will be mine. You cannot stop me, your end is merely my beginning. Fate shifter round. Yeah, he doesn't like that. He's like, why you gotta hit so hard? Oh no, my hope. Anyway, fire? Or lightning? You can do fire. Oh no. Do I have some sort of hope item? No. Your hope is dwindling. I don't know, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. My hope is lost. The veil of darkness falls. Still hurting him. Got him. Oh, he's got a cover of the sea. All these years I spent locked away, stuck inside a vessel that wasn't my own, obeying a will not my own, all because I was unable to finish what I started. Oh, it will not end like this. Not again. Let us end this. Come, face the beginning of a new era. You're a silly man. Oh no, my hope. Suppose I should heal up. Just paralyze the final boss, no big deal. Smack him. Got him. Stay away from me. Quickly, Itching, you must seal this evil away. This might be our only chance. Do the fire dance. The end begins anew. Quick, hit the jams. Etched upon time is your will. What a cute little game. Surprising amount of side stuff. It just... Well, it's got the FF16 problem. It doesn't really matter because you're so strong. Because the game has nothing to reward you. I mean, this game does have things to reward you. The randomized loot means that there is always stuff of a higher level that is a little bit stronger. It's just probably not a little bit stronger enough, because passives matter a lot more than the raw stats of the gear. If a gear piece 5 levels up has 5 more total stats, but that's not a big deal if one of them's giving you like 30% magic and the other's not, and that 30% magic attack represents something like 100 points. So, it's just the issue of passives matter a whole lot more than raw stats on gear. And the battles are very, very simple. There was never any reason for me really to do anything besides hit him or heal a bit. There were no real status effects, no buffs or debuffs, no defensive options, nothing like that. No regens, no dots. Nothing to make battles more than just keep hitting him until they run out of health. And so, as far as turn-based RPGs go, it's just fine. It's just alright. The dungeons were nice. The dungeons were decent. You know, there was a lot to explore, lots to get lost in, and some side stuff that, I mean, if it had mattered... Yeah, not now. So I'll save it up. And that will be the end of the stream. It's just sort of passable. It's no Voltage Genesis, I tell you what. It's no Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. The story was very by the numbers. Go collect the 3 things. Psych, I tricked you. Go collect the 3 other things. And that's it, right? Well, I suppose that's not really the story. That's the framing device. That's the events that happen in the game. That's the challenges of the game. The story is there was an ancient evil. It got trapped. It tricked you to get untrapped. You retrapped it. And that's it. So, just like, yeah, there's nothing really to talk about. There, excuse me. So for tomorrow, back on Hidden Folks, a game with a good story.